My name is Vivek Kumar, and today I am going to tell about the Python programming, why it is important for the graduate engineers, for researcher, and what are different applications of Python programming, means in which areas we can use Python programming, why it is so much popular nowadays. If you talked about BTech student or any MBA students, they all try to learn Python programming to do their research work, to do their academic projects in the field of Python programming, right? So in introduction part, we are going to tell about Python, that what is the definition of Python programming, why it is important, what are different applications, what are different IDEs, difference between Python programming, MATLAB and Excel programming, and importance of Python for graduate engineers. And last, we will discuss about introduction of one of the most popular IDEs, Google Colab, right? So from the introduction part, so Python is a kind of high-level language programming. So high-level language programming in the sense that we can use in general text while writing any program. So it will be much feasible for all of us that which kind of language we are using, we can write program in that language particularly, because we all knows that computer understand only digital numbers 0 and 1 binary numbers, and understand any instruction in the form of binary, right? So we cannot direct able to write such type of programming using 0 and 1, because in that case we need to remember all the syntaxes, all the instructions in the form of 0 and 1. So it will be very difficult to write program in 0 and 1 form. It is known as machine level language programming, right? So Python is a kind of high level language programming. We can use direct instruction which we are using in daily life routine, right? For example, print, okay, while, do while, if, else. So these are keywords we can use while writing any Python program. So that is why it is known as high level language programming. Next one is, it's a dynamically typed and garbage collected programming language, right? After that, it is easy to read and write, right? So why I'm calling it easy to read and write? Just because there is no need to remember, no need to declare the types of variable, which types of variable we are using. We can just write a name of the variable and we can assign any value to that variable, right? So that's why it is known as, means Python programming known as very simple and easy to learn. So every student who know about C programming, who know about C++, or student don't know about anything about programming, they also can easily learn these kind of programming languages. Next, it is widely used in the field of web development nowadays. If we talked about most of the project, web-based project are developed with the help of Django library, right? So Django library is most popular when we talked about web development kind of things. The main advantage of using programming is that there is large community, vast community present, those are working with Python programming. If we have any doubt, we have any kind of issues in the running of the Python program, running in the Python script, we can communicate with them easily, so we can solve the problem raised in our program easily. So there are so many active community present for this kind of work. Next, why Python? Why we need to learn Python? So first is, it is very easy to learn. We can easily learn syntaxes. It is interpreted. Interpreted means we can execute line by line code. While when we talked about C programming or C++, Java, etc., we need to compile, we need to execute entire program at once. But in Python, there is one of the most popular things given, that we can execute a single line at a time, or we can execute entire program at a time. So there is flexibility to run program in line by line form or as a whole program at once. Next one is dynamic typing. There is no such things that we need to declare a variable before using it. We can directly use variable by assigning any value to them, right? So there is no need to declare that which kind of variable we are going to use in our program. Next is rich standard library. As discussed earlier, there is thousands of Python libraries presents worldwide which can be used accordingly to the applications. Means, for example, if we are going to analyze any numerical kind of problem, we can use NumPy library. If we are working on any web project, we can use Django library. So there are lots of libraries present in the world which we can use according to our requirement. So, some of the libraries are Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, right? Then comes to applications where we can use Python programming, right? So when we talked about web development, as I told you that we can use Django library. Simultaneously, we can use Flask library. If we are working on any data analysis or visualization model or project, we can use Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib. Next application, if we are working with any artificial intelligence and machine learning kind of projects, we can use TensorFlow, PyTorch. If we are working on scripting and automation kind of things, we can use PyAutoGUI, requests, right? For scientific computing, we can use SciPy and NumPy. For game development, we can use Pygame kind of libraries. So there are lots of libraries available for the learners, so they can easily learn the kind of field they are working. Some of the IDs I am showing over here. For example, Spider, PyCharm, PyDev, Eclipse, Colab, and Wing IDE. So these are some of the libraries, some of the IDs which are using worldwide. Some students are comfortable to work with PyCharm. Some of them are comfortable to work on Google Colab. So it is IDE is basically a kind of code editor tool where we can execute program, we can write program, we can update program, we can make everything at single screen, right? There is no need to move to the another screen to execute program. Means एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे आपको सारी फैसिलिटी अवेलेबल हो जाएगी. मींस आपको एग्जीक्यूट करना प्रोग्राम, आप वहीं पे क्लिक करके एग्जीक्यूट कर सकते हैं. इफ यू वांट टू एडिट समथिंग इन योर प्रोग्राम, you can add it at the moment, right? So this kind of things is known as IDE. Then what is difference between Python, MATLAB and Excel? So Python is freely available for everyone. So we can say it's a kind of open source programming language. There is no charges to use Python. But when we talked about MATLAB and Excel, so there are some charges apply for the use of these kind of resources. For MATLAB it is very costly. Excel भी आपका costly है. तो अगर आपको Excel और MATLAB यूज करना है, in that case आपको कुछ ना कुछ पॉकेट से मनी देनी पड़ेगी, खर्च करना पड़ेगा. बट पाइथन आपको लिए बिल्कुल फ्री अवेलेबल है. आप कहीं भी इसको यूज कर सकते हैं विदाउट स्पेंडिंग अ सिंगल रूपी, राइट? नाउ क्वेश्चन इज why we need to study Python programming in engineering field, right? So when we जब भी हम कभी क्लास लेते हैं तो बच्चे कहते हैं सर आई एम ए स्टूडेंट ऑफ मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग, आई एम ए स्टूडेंट ऑफ सिविल इंजीनियरिंग, मैं क्यों प्रोग्रामिंग पढ़ूं, मुझे क्या जरूरत है इसकी? तो उसका सिंपल सा solution है that there are so many fields where Python is useful to implement the concept of civil engineering or mechanical engineering or pharma students, right? So some of examples are, if a student is studying mechanical engineering field, they can do numerical analysis, they can use computational fluid dynamics, they can use thermodynamics with the help of programming. Means we can implement all kind of these subjects with the help of programming. Mechatronics is one of the hottest field for the mechanical engineering, where we are using Python broadly, right? So आप ये नहीं कह सकते हो कि हमें इसका क्या एडवांटेज है, क्या पढ़ने का मतलब क्या हमें. ओके, सिमिलरली जब आप बात करते हैं सिविल फील्ड की, so there are so many fields where Python can be useful. For example, population forecasting for urban planning, right? अब इसमें आप किस तरीके से Python का यूज कर सकते हैं. For data analysis kind of things, we use Python. So when population forecasting की जब भी बात करते हैं तो आपको डेटा एनालिसिस करना पड़ता है कि आप कहां पे आप कोई सिटी, नई सिटी डेवलप कर सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट, वाटर सप्लाई एंड सीवरेज सिस्टम, उसमें भी आप पाइथन का यूज करते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ डेटा एनालिसिस. सॉइल सिमुलेशन एंड मॉडलिंग, स्ट्रक्चरल डिजाइन एंड ड्राइंग. देन हाउ वी कैन utilize Python programming in the field of electronics engineering, right? So first one is the interconnection of the electronic circuits and the component using Python. So there is one separate library for that purpose known as SKIDL, right? So that library is more useful to perform circuitry kind of operations in the electronics field, right? Second is ngSpice and Xsize is another library which is basically used for the simulation purpose. So this is also important for the electronics engineers, right? And Pint, another library. PyTorch can be used for the GPU and CPU purpose. Okay. In electrical engineering field, we can use Python in the field of file processing and GPU kind of things. Flask is a Python library which can be used for micro framework purpose. Now let us discuss about pharma field, क्योंकि pharma field में भी students कहते हैं कि हमें Python पढ़ने की क्या जरूरत है. So there are so many fields. हमारी जो साइंस है बेसिकली अभी तक मेडिकल फील्ड में उतना हम लोग डेवलपमेंट नहीं कर पाए. जैसे आप देखिए, डायबिटीज की हमारे पास कोई भी मेडिसिन अवेलेबल नहीं है. डायबिटीज बहुत पुरानी डिजीज है. कैंसर की हमारे पास कोई भी मेडिसिन नहीं है, कोई भी हमारे पास क्योर करने का कोई भी मेथड नहीं है. बट जब हम बात करते हैं इंजीनियरिंग साइंस की, तो आप देखेंगे इंजीनियरिंग साइंस आज की डेट में फार्मा सेक्टर में काफी हेल्प कर रही है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मेडिकल डायग्नोसिस में हम लोग यूज कर सकते हैं डेटा एनालिसिस का. वी कैन able to understand at what age we may infected by any particular diseases. हम ये डिसाइड कर सकते हैं कि हमें कैंसर होने की कितनी पॉसिबिलिटीज हैं. दिस इज जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग साइंस डेवलपमेंट, राइट? ड्रग डिस्कवरी में हम लोग यूज कर सकते हैं. प्रिडिक्टिव डायग्नोसिस में हम लोग यूज करते हैं. हम लोग प्रिडिक्ट कर सकते हैं कि आपको कैंसर, आपको शुगर होने के कितने % चांसेज हैं, राइट? जीनोमिक स्टडीज में हम लोग पाइथन का यूज करते हैं. सो दीज आर डिफरेंट फील्ड्स वी कैन यूज पाइथन. ओके, नेक्स्ट comes with the introduction to Google Colab. Means Google Colab is one of the IDEs, most popular IDEs nowadays. People are working on that, right? The major advantage of using Google Colab is that we can use CPU and GPU free of cost. So it's a kind of free cloud service provided by the Google Corporation. Improvement of the Python can be done with the help of Google Colab. There is no need that आपके पास सिस्टम कितना पावरफुल है, आपके पास छोटा सा पुराने जमाने का सिस्टम है, P2 है, P3 है, P4 है, कोड डुअल है. आपको उसकी कोई टेंशन नहीं लेनी, क्योंकि आपको प्रोग्राम केवल टाइप करना है, उस पर एग्जीक्यूशन और सारी प्रोसेसिंग आपकी बैक एंड में होगी. बैक एंड इन द सर्वर ऑफ द गूगल क्लाउड सर्विसेज थ्रू आपका जो भी एग्जीक्यूशन होगा वो आपका गूगल के सर्वर पे होगा. तो आपके सिस्टम की रिक्वायरमेंट केवल इतनी है कि आप प्रोग्राम को टाइप कर सकेंगे वहां पे। नेक्स्ट वन इज डेवलपमेंट ऑफ डीप लर्निंग काइंड ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट is very difficult on our personal desktop or laptop because deep learning kind of project requires lots of processing, execution times means less execution times required, means execution आपका fast होना चाहिए, जो कि हमारे लैपटॉप में जो हम लोग डेली लाइफ में यूज करते हैं, डेली लाइफ में डेस्कटॉप यूज करते हैं, उस पर पॉसिबल नहीं है। तो उस केस में हमें हेल्प चाहिए किसी जीपीयू की या क्लाउड सर्विस की। तो गूगल इज providing option to work with deep learning kind of project on their server, right? Next, सबसे important चीज, there are lots of cloud services available worldwide, but हम लोग गूगल को इसलिए ज्यादा प्रेफर करते हैं बिकॉज गूगल इज प्रोवाइडिंग जीपीयू फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट। आप लोग जीपीयू को बिल्कुल फ्री यूज कर सकते हैं विदाउट पेइंग एनी मनी फॉर दैट। बट अदर सर्वर्स की जब आप बात करें क्लाउड बेस्ड सर्विसेज की, तो उसमें आपको पेमेंट करना पड़ता है। जीपीयू यूज करने के लिए आपको कुछ ना कुछ पैसे देने पड़ेंगे, राइट? सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट व्हाई स्टूडेंट आर लविंग पाइथन, स्टूडेंट आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स पाइथन। अगर आप किसी इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज जाएंगे, स्टूडेंट पाइथन की तरफ सबसे ज्यादा मूव कर रहे हैं। ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाई मेरे माइंड में एक आइडिया आया कि क्यों ना पाइथन पे कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को लर्न कराया जाए, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को बताया जाए पाइथन को स्टार्ट कहां से करते हैं। सो दिस वाज माय फर्स्ट वीडियो लेक्चर। वी विल कम बैक with the introduction of the Colab in the second PPT, and from second PPT we will perform some hands-on, right, on the Google Colab itself. तब तक के लिए thank you, keep watching.